Hello, my viewer. Welcome again so that we can continue learning about the competence based curriculum. Today, we are going to further our experiences on the core competencies, and our competence today is learning to learn. And I want to start by defining the term learning. Learning is a relative change in behavior in an individual, which might be gradual. Learning to learn refers to a process through which we keep on learning. We say that learning is a process that starts when a child is conceived to when a person dies. Other scholars call it a womb to tomb process, a process from birth to death. Whenever children are in school, learning usually takes place in so many ways. It is not a must that a teacher must be in class for learning to take place. So does it happen to you? Even right now, you are learning. That's why we say learning is a process. In everything that we engage in everything that a child engages in, learning takes place. Learning to learn is usually classified into 4 ways. We can actually learn to learn for 4 main ways. 1, learning to know. Kusoma ili kujua jambo. This is what we call learning to know. Some of us will want to go and study more on something that they have heard for the first time and they have no information on the same. You find them in all the search areas, you find them doing research, you find them getting more information because they want to know and share with others what they have learned. This is what we are calling learning to know. The other one is what we call learning to do. Learning to do. My dear brothers and sisters, you find a new way of doing things and you have never thought of it, and you want to do it, yet you saw it for the first time. Then you go and start studying so that once you get the practical approach of that particular activity, you practice it and do it. But the first thing that you start doing is learning how to do it. Then from there, you do it. That is a process that we are calling learning to do and learning to learn. The other one is learning to be. Sorry to say, the 844 curriculum was more of learning to be. I remember when I was in grade 1, my teacher asked me, "What would you like to be when you grow up?" I don't want to give you the answer I gave, but I gave an answer of whom I want to be. Whom I want to be. Whom does your child want to be? Do you still ask children those questions? Because if you ask them whom to be, it means you're teaching them to copy. Rather than training them, once they are able to get to know, they make their own choices. But when you ask them who to be, they will tell you whom they like or whoever they have heard of, and that way they will not make a decision based on themselves, but on what they heard or what they read. It is important to train children to be able to learn, to know, and from there they make their own decision. The other form of learning is what we call learning to live together. I think this is more of learning how to live with others, socializing with others, and this is necessary for all of us. It is important for all of us to learn how to live with each other. If today I come from maybe Rift Valley, and this is where I have been brought up in, the best thing would be when I grow up, I just go and live far, far away from that place so that I also learn how to interact with those other people who do not come from my home area. That way, you are learning to live with others. When your child has gone to study in a different county from where they were brought up, they are learning another form of learning, which is learning how to live with others. So, learning to learn basically means continuing to learn even when people are saying that you are done with learning. You cannot say that you're not learning anything in preschool simply because you are an adult. No, things keeps on changing and learning takes place every time, every minute, everywhere, even now you are learning. Join me as I take you through the competency-based um, curriculum and as I share with you the core competencies for you to be able to understand exactly what this curriculum is made up of. Like my page, subscribe, ring the bell, and you will be informed more and more as time goes by. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. God bless you.